Hi everyone, welcome back. I asked recently if anyone had any suggestions on what they would like to see me make. And I have had a couple of people respond, actually a few people, which was really lovely of you all. Thank you. One of the things that was asked is, could I make a dangle? Now a dangle is normally something that hangs off a spine of a junk journal and then is just, you know, free and dangly on the outside. So I haven't done this before and I thought, well, I may as well just give it a go. So I've got some supplies out. I've got this old Reader's Digest book that I have gutted and used, and I thought that would be a good base to use for the dangle because it's quite long and it's going to make quite a large junk journal. So I am going to start, because it's falling apart, by putting some bookbinding tape down on it so that it won't fall apart completely on me. So now I've got that so that it's going to be a nice spine, and it's actually quite a good size. It'd probably be 1.25 inches, the spine. And I've got some things to play with. So first of all, this is a bracelet. I actually made this bracelet. I made quite a few bracelets like this, and I was selling them at the markets, but I no longer go to the markets, and I still have some bracelets left. So I obviously can't wear everything. Rather than pulling it apart, I'm going to use it because it's lovely. These are all vintage boot buttons that I've got, and they're actually leather, and then they're wrapped around whatever, you know, they wrap them around and got a little thing on the end of them so that you can hook them onto the boots. I guess that's where they were sewn on the boots. And I've got some really pretty, these are quite rare. Normally you'll get, you know, I've got tons of black ones, but these are actually gorgeous colour, like a duck egg blue, and I've got a few of them. And then I've also got some of these leather in the cream. But so I'm going to use that, and I need something up here to clip that onto, and also to add a few more things. I've got some Tim Holtz bling. This is one of the blingy things that he does. And I also have some bird cages, so I think I might use a bird cage on that. That would be cute. And what else have I got? Oh, a few other bits and bobs. And of course some jump rings. And I've got pliers as well. I've got the cutter, and I do have proper jewellery pliers like this. I think they might be upstairs in my jewellery box, but these are a little pair. Hopefully they'll do what I want. Save me running upstairs and getting them. So now I'm going to put the hole in so that I can actually attach something to the book to make it into a dangle. So to do that, I've got my crocodile out, and I'm just going to work out where I want it. And I'll probably start with the small hole that I'm going to use to punch it. And I do want it to be centered, so I need to put a mark in the center. So probably there. That's about where I want it, I think. Let's see if I can punch this hole through. I may end up making the hole larger, but I'm going to start with the 1/8 inch hole. And then on this side, I don't think I need to put anything on this side. No, I don't think so. So then I'm going to take another boot button. So that's why I said I might have to make the hole bigger. And I'm going to poke that through here. Hopefully. Yep, that pokes through so that it sits against the spine of the book. And what it does is it leaves the bit. Let me just get that to camera for you so you can see. Hang on, there you go. I've now got a little loop there. So that was pretty easy. Now with that little loop, I'm going to take my pliers and find a little jump ring. Here's a baby one. Oh, there's a black one. That might even be better. Oh, now I've got little jump rings everywhere. Let me just rescue them and open it up and put it on that loop that's there, I hope. Like I said, I've never made a dangle on a book, so I don't know if this is how you're meant to do them, but this is what I thought might work. So if you've got some boot buttons at home, although you probably don't because I've got them all, but I have got plenty of boot buttons. I actually bought a lot from an old factory years ago, and I have sold some off, but they're very good for like teddy bear eyes, the black ones, and the black ones are mainly what I've got. But here's another use for them. I've used them for other things over the years, but creating this dangle bit is, if I can get it to shut, is quite a good use for it. These pliers are a bit too, let me just grab more pliers. I need a bigger wedge on the plier, so these ones will work better. So before I put that other one on, I'm just going to cut a bit of this chain and put another little dangle on here. So this chain's probably a little bit bigger than what I wanted, but I can't find any other at the moment, and I really want to do this today. I don't want to wait. And I thought that I could put this on here. I know that this is black and the other one's silver, but I'm going to fix that issue in a moment. So a little bit more, and then I've got this one here which is quite long with the, I can't think what that clip's called, and this one can just get clipped on. So if I ever want to wear it, I could take it off and wear it, I guess. And then on here, I want to put this little Tim Holtz one on. So I think I'm going to do a little jump ring for that. Oh, two. And I might do a silver one this time. Put a little silver jump ring on the end. And then the little blingy dangle. And also, actually I might put the, I'm going to put this little bird cage on here. Oh, more fingers and thumbs. I know Nat likes bird cages, and she's the one suggested that I do a dangle, so this one's for you, Nat. And I will make sure that that's closed up first of all with the pliers, and then I'll put another little dangle up further with that bit of bling on it, just so it's got dangles and, you know, things at different levels along that chain. And let's just take all this off and see how that goes. Yeah, so that's dangling down like that, and because the bracelet's quite long but the book is tall, so I'm getting quite, you know, good coverage with that. I'm just trying to get it in shot for you. So there's that bit there, and then I've got my bird cage, and I've got this little bit of bling, bit of Tim Holtz bling there in the little bird cage. And now I want to put something else up here. I've pulled out some sari silk that I've got, and also a little bit of lace. I'm not sure if this is going to look any good on here, but I thought I would tie a bit on and have a look. Let's cut that off. And slide it in and tie it on. See what that looks like. I don't like that on there, so that's not going to go. I'll take that off again, and this time I'll put some of the sari silk on. Very noisy, these danglies, I think. Maybe that's why I haven't done them before. Very noisy. So I'll cut a piece of this sari silk, and now I will tie it up, because that's going to hide that transition between the black and the silver chain. And I don't know if I'll put it in a bow or leave it dangly. No, I think I'll leave it dangly like that. And I also wanted to see what else I could leave on here as dangly. Now, I think if it's going to be dangly, it needs to be something soft. There's no point in putting something hard, like a stiff ribbon is the word I want, on there, because I don't think that that's going to dangle too well if it's a stiff ribbon. So I've got this bit of lace, which is just really quite soft and should just dangle. So I'll put a bit of that through there as well. Maybe I have to tie all of that up together, because It's looking a bit funny to have it in a separate spot now. And this is a piece of leather. So just pop this through as well. And then I'm just going to loosely tie this up. Okay. And I think that that's fine. It's a bit hard to show, isn't it? A bit hard to see on camera, but lay it down here. Get all these other things out of the way. And that is the dangle that I've done. Now I have to obviously cover the book. Now what I'm going to do with that leather, because it is leather and it's not sitting right, is I've just got some water here, and I figure if I wet that leather, sorry, I'm not drinking out of this bottle, this is actually my water for the iron, so I've got some water and put that in there. The leather, because it's leather, will straighten, or will stretch out and hopefully straighten if I pull down on it like this. Ah, that's better, rather than being all curly. Sop that up. There you go, that's my dangle, Nat. What do you think? Is it nice? I have to now do a cover for this book, and I can do that because I can just cover around that little hole where it's come in there, and that'll be fine. And then I can make a journal to go inside of it. Okay, I'm not convinced if I like dangles yet. What's your opinion? I'm not sure I'm a dangle girl, but it was fun doing it, and I guess I've used one of the vintage bracelets that I made, and at least I'm using it rather than having it sit in the cupboard. Yeah. Okay, this is Deborah. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.